Hi and welcome to another episode of how to cook from another culinary delight where I ain't got named it because I ain't got a clue what it is, but it's something that I do as a snack because I can't be fussed eating today, so I'm just going to do a little nibble. Anyways, I'll do the shout outs quickly. So shout out to Louise, Katie, Jess, and obviously Phoebe, and the main man Cameron. Oh, and not forgetting Scott. I'm leaving. But anyways, welcome to another cookery delight. This is going to be quick. It's just a snack. So what I'm going to do, first things first, I'm going to light the hob. Because it bloody helps, doesn't it? But anyways, that's lit. I put a little bit of fat in there because everyone's complained to me for using loads of butter. So this is the healthy version. Well, it probably ain't because it's in a frying pan. But anyway, and there's my lad. There's Nico. Just saying hi. Hi, Nick. Right. He's actually put videos on this weekend as well to show how to play games and how to curse at the camera. So I can't do it for kids because he's worse than me. But anyways, first things first. What we do, heat the oil up and then bang, wallop the onion into fry pan. Get that all nicely congealing into whatever it's not even a word. But anyway, so that is in. I've got that in. We're going to gently fry that because you can't beat onion. It's really good for you, not. It's good for you. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get a couple of eggs because eggs are really good protein, you know. What I tend to do, and what I used to do, is make this out of tuna. But a lot of people that I know go, ugh, you can't eat tuna, it's disgusting. Well, no, I ain't, it's nice. But anyways, I'm going to make it with something different. So here we are. My things, I'm going to break 3 eggs and put them into there. Right? I'm then going to wash my hands because I'm full of egg. And that's no joke. Right, so I'm just going to rinse my fingers, come back over. Nicely got my onion, just nicely frying. Guys, you love onion, don't you? It smells so nice. Shout out to Scott. Right, didn't say anything then either. You're impressed. So right, anyways, less of childish sentiment. Aromat. It's not fat, it's aromat. I like it, mate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang a bit into my eggs. And then what I was saying is, I would normally have put tuna in that, but I don't like tuna so much, and a lot of people that I know don't like tuna. So what I'm doing is, I'm putting pulled ham, hock. It's nice. If I could have got spam into this, I would have done it, but I haven't, so I haven't. So anyways, that's done. We've got that in with our eggs. What I'm going to tend to do is beat it up, as like Michael Jackson said. Right, so I'm going to beat that up, mix it all with my ham. I'll do it over here so you can see it. Right, so there you are, nicely mixing my ham with my ham, and then in my egg. I shelve it. Right, so that's nicely mixed. Just make sure it's nicely mixed, like so. But yeah, it looks really tasty. Right, so I'll just bang a bit more salt in that because it needs salt. My onions, nicely cooking. Absolutely gorgeous onion. I'll tell you, I like onion. I'm not actually putting soya sauce into there, which is like a shock to everyone. Or should I? No, I'm not going to put it into there. I lied. You got to put soya sauce in. It's my mate. Soya sauce. So I'm going to bang some of that in. Just a little bit. Right. That's going in nicely. So that's the preparation done of this wonderful snack. So yeah, that seems to be a bit too much heat, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Make sure that all of this, the onions are nicely started. Alright, so that's looking nice. Right, what I'm going to do then is what I've done here. I'm going to get the ham and the egg, and I'm going to pour that over my onion. Like that, so. You need to be quick with this. So what you're doing is you're mixing them all together. Right? Nicely mixing them together. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to squash that down. Squash it right nice and down, and make sure that it's all mixed, and make sure that the onion is all within your mix, your pulled ham. Right? Now, to be honest, there's a little bit too much mixture in this time, but it won't be a problem. So, nicely squeeze that down. Get that right all around your saucepan. All the onion is covered. God, honestly, I wish if you were here and you could smell this, it smells even nicer than Cam. With the amount of stuff that he wears, yeah. It's like a pharmaceutical every time we go to work. But anyway, it always smells nice as Cam. Shout out to Scott. Right, so yeah. You got to do it because he complains if not. Although in fairness, I won't be doing all of these recipes and shows if it weren't for my mate Scott. He gives me all the confidence in the world. Yeah, he's great actually. He's alright. As long as you only have to work with him 5 days a week, but otherwise, yeah. So that's nicely going. I've got that on top, a bit more heat into that. So all of my pulled ham is in on there with the onions. Nicely. Did I put some soy sauce in that? Ah, that's right. I'm not going to go there. So a bit more of my fave. Just a little sprinkle on there. So I'm going to put that away because if I don't, I'm going to use it forever. Then what I tend to do, I will put a bit of thyme if I've got it. No, in fact, I'm going to use a bit of rosemary. No, I tell you what, just for that bit of je ne sais quoi, I'm going to put some garlic on because you can't beat garlic, right? So just a nice bit of garlic. Nicely on. Okay, and then just a few bits of chives, sprinkle them on, just to pretend that I'm into a health kick. Right, so I'll get all them. Right, so as it stands, that is what it's looking like. My pulled ham with my egg, nicely frying with the onions. Put all this away because I'm really tidy and organised. Not to do with my ADHD, you know, but there you are. So that's all nicely gone. Put that back in fridge before it goes off. Done. Right, so that's nicely done. I'm a really tidy person, so I didn't even bin straight away. Right, just have a look at that. I think that's looking nice. So we'll turn that up a little bit. Don't take that much, don't take long really, to be honest. Now I've got this, what I tend to use, so that I'm not throwing it all over the place and it's just falling out of the fry pan. I'll get a tortilla. Actually that's a little bit too big really, so I'm going to cut a little bit off to make it a wee bit smaller so that it works with the fry pan. So yeah, put around, check that. Oh God, you think I was a joiner or something? Perfect. Right, so that's nicely cooking. Now what you do is you get your tortilla, you place that over the top, and then you get your plate, put that round, and then voila, right? once you've got that, just a little bit of a spray that round, bit more so that it doesn't burn. You've got this all nice, just get it like that, pop it back onto heat. All you're doing really is warming up your tortilla, but get some heat through there. Oregano's really nice on this, so I mean, it's not the only one that I'm going to put on. But anyway, just so you can see it, that's your pulled ham and your onion going in. I mean, you can put mushrooms or anything with that, but I tend to just keep it basic because it's just perfect like that. Right, so that's just nicely warming up. So you don't really want it for long, your tortilla. And that's not far off actually. So just make sure it's nicely, yep. Right. Keep that for a little bit more on heat. All my recipes will be available for £50 per. So if you'd like to make your checks out now, I'll just give you it back anyway at the end of the programme, and then you can just send me money if you want. All goes to Nico, obviously, because I spend all my money on Nico. But anyways, right, so that's done. So, off the heat, cleverly like a pancake straight onto the plate, done. So we've got that on our plate. Now what I tend to do is just spread a little cheese, do that over top. I mean, I shouldn't be having cheese, but cheese, you've got to, haven't you? You've got to have cheese on it. Just spread a liberal bit of cheese on there. And the microwave that everyone says, oh, why is it up there? Well, because it's off my worktop, I've got more worktop space, so it just makes sense to bang it up there, and then I can have all this with my coffee. So that's why it's up there. Einstein. But anyway, right, my cheese back in the fridge because I'm tidy. God, I love Marks and Spencer's. Plug for Marks and Spencer's. Get all my food from there. And just so you guys know, I've got some Wild Rocket because it's good for you, right? So that's all doing. Tidy all this away. That's all put together, all finished. Have a check of that. That's all nicely done. So my cheese just starting to melt. I don't want it to melt properly. I'm just warming it up. So at the end of the day, it looks like you're having a pizza. So what I tend to do is just pour it over one another, squeeze it, get the cheese all together. Because I've got an elf kit, just put a little bit of rocket. So you do need your grains. And again, squeeze that over. It's done. Ooh. Right, so there's my rocket back. Get me knife. Be careful with knives. Yep. So I'll cut that into quarters. And there you have it. Pulled ham with cheese, rocket, in a tortilla with cheese, with the cheese obviously melted in, and your onion. And that's a snack, and that's my snack. So thanks for being with us on another episode of How to Cook by me, Richard, Nico's dad. Have a good one, and I'll speak to you in the next episode if you're still around. Bye.